This is a video discussing the differences between the hydraulically calculated system and a pipe schedule system, as it's one of the points I had discussed earlier, and I just wanted to go over it quickly. Let's not overthink this. Pipe schedule system is a tree system, so unless you find that up there, it's definitely not a pipe schedule system. That means that that a grid would not be a pipe schedule system. And we know that up until 1972, with the introduction of the density area curves, that the only systems in place for NFPA 13 were pipe schedule systems. So pre-72, we make the determination that a tree system is a pipe schedule system, and post-72, that will involve a little bit more investigation. If you see a hydraulic placard in place, that's a pretty good indicator that the system was hydraulically calculated. It doesn't entirely mean that it was, because it's possible that someone after the fact could have calculated out a pipe schedule system. But for the most part, when you see a hydraulic placard, it means that it was a calculated system. Again, to confirm, grid systems are not anything but hydraulic systems. And the final point, probably the most important point, if the system at the ceiling does not conform to the pipe schedule layout, then it is not a pipe schedule system. Let's just review the pipe schedule layout for ordinary hazard. And that's the classic 2-3-5, 2 heads being fed by 1 inch, 5 by 1.5 inches. And if we, looking down the steel side there, 65 heads being fed by 3.5 and 100 heads being fed by 4 inch. We'll be using this for the upcoming examples. Let's look at an example here where we have a 1975 sprinkler system, tree system. The horizontal lines are branch lines. The vertical line is a cross main, and those ovals represent sprinkler heads. And you can see that within the box there are 64 heads, and it's being fed. That arrow is indicating that the cross main in that area is 3.5 inches. So the question is this a pipe schedule system, or is it a hydraulically calculated system? Well, the answer is it could be both, right? I mean, it could certainly be hydraulically calculated, but it also conforms to the pipe schedule layout in that 65 heads or less are fed by a 3.5 inch line. So my guess would be, in this particular case, that the likelihood is that this is a pipe schedule system. Here we have a similar system, 1975 system with the 2-3-5 branch line layout, but within the box there are 66 heads fed by a 3.5 inch line. And the question is it a pipe schedule or hydraulic system? And we can say for certain that it is not a pipe schedule system because it doesn't conform to the pipe schedule layout. 66 heads cannot be fed by a 3.5 inch line. So for us, it's certain that this system is a hydraulically calculated system. Now, there's an easy way for me to look up at the ceiling and determine whether or not a system is pipe schedule or hydraulic. And usually I look at the cross main. So the branch lines may in fact all conform to a 2-3-5 or a 1-2-5, extra hazard system. But it's the cross mains that will generally give it away. So if I go out to a site and I see a 2-3-5 branch line, but the cross main's 4 inches throughout, then I know that the system has been hydraulically calculated. Once I see any deviation from the pipe schedule layout, then I know that I'm looking at a hydraulic system. The next video will be on hose stream allowances. They're used to supplement the firefighting capabilities of the sprinkler system. And what we'll be doing is graphing out the hose stream allowance with the water supply. As you'll see, it cuts into the water supply for sprinkler system purposes. We won't use this much going forward, but I do think it's important that you understand that there are these additional requirements being made of the water supply when a sprinkler system is installed, and it will impact the overall sprinkler system output. See you at the next video.